again, everyone. It's Kristen. I'm just going to talk through a little bit about creating an identity web and why we're doing this, and also how you might use something like this in your own classroom. So, one of the tasks for Module 1 is to create an identity web that you're going to share with your colleagues, and also that you will use to think about some of your implicit as well as some of your explicit biases. Okay, I apologize. I'm just trying to make the screen slightly larger, and I'm having a hard time with that, so I apologize. Okay, so you can obviously tell that I'm new at Screencast-O-Matic, and that's okay. I'm learning all kinds of new things. So an identity web is really nothing more than just a way for you to personally show who you are, and to do that in a graphic way. So you might choose to use words, you might use pictures, you might use a combination. You could sculpt something, you could make something that's three-dimensional. The idea is just to personally show a representation of who you are. And when you create an identity web, it helps you reflect on the different factors that influence you and have shaped who you are as a person. One thing that you might want to do, this is just a technology tip, is you could use your phone scanner. If you don't have a phone scanner app, I highly recommend it. It's very, very helpful. And so what I did was I just scanned mine this morning. And I also used the phone scanner app to scan the book chapters because I don't have access to the scanner at Northern right now. Okay, so the next question then is, why are you making this? So how you view yourself and how you define yourself, whether we know it or not, impacts how we react to other people. So who I am and how I define myself, whether I like it or not, for better or worse, impacts or influences my interactions with other people. And that's particularly important to think about as classroom teachers, because we have a lot of power and a lot of authority, and how we treat others has long-term implications for the students under our care. And that is important to think about as you're trying to think or learn new ways and strategies for engaging families and the community in an early childhood education center. So you could use an identity web when you are introducing yourself, when you're trying to make connections with family and friends, or I'm sorry, with families and children at your early childhood center. You also might think about using these at the beginning of the year as a way to make connections with your colleagues. So, how do you construct an identity web? It's very simple. The only thing that you need to do, I apologize, is grab a piece of paper and some writing tools that you want to use. And you're going to write your name in the center of your paper, and you're going to record words, pictures, or anything else that you're inspired to share about yourself. Now, I have some things about myself that I know have shaped my identity that are painful, or they don't bring up positive memories or thoughts, and they're not things that I want to share at this point in time. So obviously share only the things that you desire to share. So you're going to upload your identity web to the assignment Dropbox. You're going to share it on Flipgrid. Ooh, I'm sorry. And you will view your colleagues' identity webs between 5:23 and 5:27. You're going to kindly respond to two of your colleagues, at least two. Feel free to respond to more than two. And then when you're responding to each other, some things you might want to think about is what are some things that you have in common? In what ways are you different? What questions do you have for your colleagues based on some of the things that they shared? And I just wanted to share with you the resource that I used for this particular assignment. It has been adapted from Being the Change, Lessons and Strategies to Teach Social Comprehension by Sarah K. Ahmed. If you haven't seen this book or you aren't familiar with her, I highly recommend taking a look at it. She's also on Twitter and I believe Instagram, and you can get some great ideas there. So have fun composing. I can't wait to learn more about you, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing your identity webs. Thanks for viewing and putting up with my novice skills at video making. Have a great day, everyone.